What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Jamaica Funk Show. I am KT, and tonight my co-host, Miss Johanna Bright, is hanging out with us. What's up, Joe?
Hey, KT, how you doing? Hello, people.
Baby girl, I'm doing great. I am doing great. Hey, just how my boys say, ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Ain't nothing but a who thing?
A G thing. That's right, girl.
A G thing.
A G thing, as in good. Ain't nothing but a good thing,
okay.
baby. So tonight, it's Black History Wednesday. Yes, and we're excited because we got one hell of a show. I mean, it's fabulous, guys. You got to, Joe, tell them what you got going on.
Okay, so tonight I'm going to be talking about sports, and we're going to be doing tennis, and I'll be talking about the Williams sisters, the dethroning of Venus Williams, and the woman who ascends to the tower with the throne from Wimbledon. I'm also got a little something, little Black History facts, little known Black History facts. I got something from politics, exploration, and entertainment.
All right. And tonight, I got Tupac Shakur. Now, Tupac don't need a last name, first of all, because everybody know who the hell Tupac is. I mean, even if you were born under a rock, you still know who Tupac is. And so we're going to talk about Tupac, and then we're going to talk about Tupac Issums. And if you don't know what Tupac Issums is, stick around, because I'm going to be Tupac Issuming in your ear. I want y'all to grab that last piece of jerk chicken and whatever it is that you eating and drinking, and let's get ready for some show enough. Mama, shut your mouth. Reggae music. Well, Irie man.
Where you call my phone for? I don't tell me, I tell you already. Best if you love me and go on, yeah. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Nobody call my phone my youth. Nobody expect me fi answer. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Every day you and I just a boss. You talk about me no qualified do. Enough time you have me lock up in the house, but remember say me mother never bring no ghost. If you not put on a wedding ring, best if you love me and go on do your thing. Me a gal when a sponge from boy, thank God me and my own things. Cause me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Nobody call my phone my youth. Nobody expect me fi answer. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Every day you tell me and me I want, and every day you tell she and she in need. My youth, me no know why you are free. Hello the line say you wanna NSC. Tell me you are go party with your friends. You never come back from my end. I call it till it reach 110. When we check it out to you and her again. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Nobody call my phone my youth. Nobody expect me fi answer. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Every day you and I just a boss. You talk about me no qualified do. Enough time you have me lock up in the house, but remember say me mother never bring no ghost. If you not put on a wedding ring, best if you love me and go on do your thing. Me a gal when a sponge from boy, thank God me and my own things. Cause me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for no boy. Me nah been a side chick for for no boy. Me nah be no side chick for no boy. Nobody call my phone my youth. Nobody expect me fi answer. Me nah be no side chick for no boy. Me nah be no side chick for no boy.
Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Just relax, baby, and let me do the work first. Just for the night, me want to be a night nurse. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Oh, baby, nobody hurt me. You come quick while you first me. Me glad bag me while you burst it. Like a person there, me while you search me. Me love it rough, yeah, me love it when you gird me. But from ever since my mother birthed me, and my time I you nah left the place, yeah. Give me no, come me nah see you later. Make a movie like a inner dictator. Call me a judge when me done with that case, yeah. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you've never seen, something that you've never been. But I wake up and act like nothing's wrong. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Just relax, baby, and make me do the work first. Just for the night, me want to be a night nurse. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Oh, give it to me, please. Baby, don't you leave. Me feel high, I'm in up on the weed. This are the only chance to. Tonight, boy, and me you belong to. You don't really know how much me want you. Admit, so me bring out the best in you. My spirit take you, and that's why me mess with you. Hold me tight, hear me dressing too. What can I say? Me know you love me and me love you. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Just relax, baby, and make me do the work first. Just for the night, me want to be a night nurse. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Oh.
Bring that booty. From a color, girl, you know you just come over. Wine in a slow motion. Up in your belly at the motion. Girl, I leave you, make it work on it. I love it when you work on it. She back it up, she moving like a poop on it. Acrobat with hydraulic, she tipping on her toe with it. Girl, whine and move your body and turn me on. Girl, the way you looking right now, girl, you turn me on. Every time you whine, your body a gone. Girl, we attracted, and the feeling so strong. When I see you face to face, when we in the same place, girl, that warm embrace. When you work, you left me amazed.
Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Just relax, baby, and make me do the work first. Just for the night, me want to be a night nurse. Watch me when me work. Look how me make that booty work. Oh. But I wake up and act like nothing's wrong. Work.
So yeah, girl, we're back, and hey, Joe, what you got for us? You want to start off? With your Wimbledon queens?
Yeah, I want to start off with Wimbledon because, I was kind of deflated, but then I was elated because, of the winner. In sports and Black History tonight, I have the Venus and Serena Williams and a woman by the name of Garbine Muguruza, if I'm pronouncing her name right. It's Gardine, Garbine Muguruza, right? And Venus Williams was defeated by Garbine Muguruza, a black woman, in the Wimbledon final. Muguruza is now the first tennis player to beat both Williams sisters in a Grand Slam finale.
Wow.
Garbine Muguruza still sang the praises of the Williams sisters even after she was given this beautiful plaque. I call it the crowning of the Queen of the Wimbledon Court. And what Gabrielle said was, I only play against the Williams sisters. It's incredible. She also said, I like it. It's the best final you can get, Serena or Venus. And to play Venus here, she's won 5 times. She's an expert. Sabrina is obviously much younger than Venus Williams because she always talks about how she watched her play as a young person. Sabrina's like 22, 23 years old. Venus Williams is a 5-time Wimbledon champion.
Yeah. No, I know. That's the reason why when that guy came out talking that craziness about how, she can beat all the women, but she can't beat a man. It's like, y'all need to sit down.
Well. Yeah, the last time Venus Williams was in the Wimbledon final was 8 years ago, where she faced and lost to her younger sister, Serena. Williams made her debut in Wimbledon in 1997. The year three of the players she powered through to get to this year's final were born. She's still playing tennis and winning hard matches at an age, which she's 37, when many of her peers have already left the sport and moved on to other things. That alone should be a testament to her stamina, athleticism, and overall desire to be the best at a sport for the little black girl from Compton. Venus broke down boundaries in her sport and even played a role in making sure women won equal prize money at Wimbledon in 2007. She's won 7 major single titles and 4 Olympic glass medals. Now, before Sabrina Muguruza, her only real competition, in my opinion, in this sport was her younger sister, Serena. Venus has been living with an autoimmune disease. I can't pronounce it. I'm sure it's called Jorgen syndrome that causes chronic fatigue and muscle soreness. Williams lost the Australian Open earlier this year to her little sister Serena and has beaten opponents more than 10 years her junior. Yeah. For that, history will forever remember Venus as Serena Williams. And I like to call Serena the GOAT because up until that day, no one has been able to defeat Serena in a tennis match anywhere. So, yeah.
Well,
so,
I know them some bad sisters. I know them some bad sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They, and just because Serena lost her position, Serena can still come back and do it again. It's just good to know that the title is still being held by a black female athlete.
Now, so, what's her name again, if you could pronounce it for me?
I'm going to give it another shot. Gabrine, Gabrine Muguruza.
Gabrine Muguruza, Queen Gabrine Muguruza.
That's right. And she's young. She's like 22, 23 years old. She's young.
Wow.
Very young.
That's
so
fabulous.
We're talking about the Williams sisters dominated from 1997 to what? 2017. Right?
Yeah. Well, hey, that's like 20 years, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is that 30 years? No, that's 30 years. That's not 20, it's 30 years.
They broke a lot of barriers in tennis for women, black women as athletes, especially during that whole reign. And they haven't stopped yet. They're really on to letting everybody know what they're capable of. Okay, so the next person in my little thing, I have 3 for little known black history facts. And the first one is coming from politics. A man by the name of Benjamin P. Montgomery, he is a former slave who bought the plantations of Confederate President Jefferson Davis at the end of the Civil War and became one of the biggest cotton planters in Mississippi. Yeah, that little political fact nobody likes to bring up because, Mississippi is still that state.
Well, no, it's not so much the Mississippi, it's the cotton,
Yeah,
that's the thing. And now actually cotton is being grown in India and in China.
Yeah.
Isn't that
and
something?
He bought these plantations at a time when everybody thinks that the Civil War was about slavery. And if you are a history buff at all, you know that the Civil War was mostly about industrialization of the American country.
Yes.
So he bought it and he became a very rich and very wealthy man in the heart of the South, to a Confederate president.
Wow.
So kudos to Mr. Benjamin
Yes,
King.
kudos to him. And so listen, you're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show. I'm KT. This is my co-host, Miss Johanna Bright. And if you want to hear more of our shows and see our videos and our articles and stuff of that nature, Joe's Portry, Christo's Furs, you can go to www.jamaicafunkshow.com. And for your mobile on-the-go listening pleasure, download the Spreaker app. That's Spreaker at your local app store or Google Play. So with that, we're going to get to some Joe's poetry. So sit back, relax, and let's do some love song with Irie.
Romantic songs my ears ever heard. I mean, they stirred in me emotions I didn't know I had, or maybe I just hadn't felt them in a long while. Every word of every song resonated in me an emotion that drew me closer to him. And I just knew that by the time he played that final crescendo of his love's melody, that all he would have to do is rise from his seat, hold out his hand to mine, and draw me close to him, where all I had to do was inhale his scent. And it wouldn't matter if it was brute or cool water. By the time he plays that final love song, I would be his. The melodies of love and affection, the never ending choruses of how much his desire for me is only overshadowed by how much he admired how I handled myself, my life, how I was the only woman who made him want to be a better man, not just for himself, but for me too, and all that I am. And that one phrase moved me to my soul. The rhythms of the music make my body sway back and forth and side to side. And if I let myself go, I can just feel him at the very edges of my body, using his fingers to skim and manipulate the peripheral of my skin and the trim and the rim of my villi. I start to know as my imagination moves closer to the reality of us, what love will be like with him. His music sends me down a rabbit trail of romance, and I can see what love will be with him and me and the music. And then the songs are over, my eyes are open, and I'm just playing solitaire, and the DJ is moving to the commercial break.
Yes, that was Love's song by Miss Johanna Bright. So you're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show. I'm KT. My co-host, let me get these words out my mouth correctly. My co-host, Miss Johanna Bright, is flying with me tonight in the airplane. So we're about to land on some Tupac Shakur, better known as Tupac. So this young man was actually born June 16th, 1961, and it was said that Tupac was two people in one. You know, he could be two different people on the stage. And, you know, that's understandable because he's born June 16th, 1971, which makes him a Gemini, the sign of Gemini. And on top of that, the boy is bad. He's a poet. He's a rapper. He's a actor. And he actually left a lot of quotes behind that people call Tupacisms. And the one thing they said about Tupac is that he's two different people on stage. Like he could be this really, really emotional, poetic person, and then he could be this really emotional, dramatic person, like he was a leader. And that's one of the things that he said about himself, that he is a leader. And you know, people tried to call him a thug, and he let them know, no, I'm not a thug. I just live a thug's life, because this is the way, you know, this is what y'all gave me. This is where I was born. This is how I was born. And he says that, he's one of society's children. He's not just born unto his mother. By the way, his father was a Black Panther member. His name is Billy Garland, and his mother, Afeni Shakur, better known as Alice. I'll look that up. I know her first name is Alice, her given slave name. But his daddy was in jail when he was born, and but Tupac says that he never really had a lot of um, contact with his father. He could actually name the contact that he had with his father. Tupac spent his early years in the Bronx and in Harlem, and at the age of 13, of his acting debut in a production called A Raisin in the Sun, and everybody know about A Raisin in the Sun, at the Apollo Theater, for benefit for Jesse Jackson for president. Well, Tupac, I know you was doing your duty, but I don't know about that Jesse Jackson for president. But anyways, he spent
put that in there.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about. He spent the rest of his childhood moving around the country with his mother. His mother, by the way, was on drugs. He attended school in Baltimore, the School of Arts, before dropping out and settling at the age of 17 in Marion County, California. And that's how he wound up in California. The rapper then successfully auditioned and became a dancer and a roadie for a rap group, Digital Underground, and simultaneously worked relentlessly on his own material. He appears on the group's This Is an EP release, and The Son of P in 1991. He also signed with Interscope and released his first album, which was Tupacalypse. Now, Tupac they put Tupac in jail for a crime that he actually did not commit. And his record label, unbeknownst to him, got him out of jail, but they could not go down to the jail and bond him out. So what they did was advance the money to Death Row, and Suge Knight went and bailed Tupac out of jail. And Tupac thought that Suge Knight had bonded him out of jail, but it was actually the record label that bonded him out, which was, I think it was Time Warner that bailed him out. And so, Interscope, is the one that bailed him out. And so when he got out, Dr. Dre, who is a fabulous producer who's still on the planet with us, Dr. Dre said Tupac came into the studio and he just started writing songs. He said he had written 5 songs before the night was over. And one of them was California Knows How to Party. The boy.
I always tell when you got a song that you really like.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen, let me just throw a little short story at you. I went to California back in the early 90s, and I rented a car, and lo and behold, they had the Dog Pound record, the CD from Tupac and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. I have to find the CD, but they left it in the car. And that's how I got introduced. Like, I've heard their music, but not like that. Not like listening to it on the album. And then every song that came on off of that CD was the stuff. It was bad. It had Gin and Juice, California. Several songs was on this particular CD. And so, I was rocking while I was in LA to Tupac and Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and the rest of them cats. But Tupac, he had a successful movie career. He starred in Above the Rim. He starred in Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson. I mean, he done several movies, and I mean, he's done several CDs that, I mean, he's like a #1 artist. When you hear his stuff to this day, it just gets you to start moving, your body just moving, and you just grooving to what the boy is talking about. And quite frankly speaking, the boy is a poet, and he comes real. He's straight up and in your face, with his realness. Tupac's got some things called that I call isms. Okay, now y'all may call them quotes, but I'm gonna throw a few Tupac isms at you. The first one is reality is wrong. Dreams are for real. Number 2, Mama always used to tell me, if I can't find something to live for, you best find something to die for. That's deep. That is deep. Mm-hmm. Number 3, everybody's at war with different things. I'm at war with my own heart sometimes. That's heavy. Mm-hmm. It seems like every time you come up with something, or it seems like every time I come up, something happens to bring me back down. All I'm trying to do is survive and make good out of the nasty, unbelievable lifestyle they gave me. I don't have no fear of death. My only fear is coming back reincarnated. Who thinks about that?
That one right there is good.
All right, who thinks about that? Okay. During your life, never stop dreaming. No one can take away your dreams. The only time I have problems is when I sleep. For every dark night, there's a brighter day. Don't change on me. Don't extort me unless you intend to do it forever. I am 23 years old. I might just be my mother's child, but in all reality, I'm everybody's child. Nobody raised me. I was raised in this society. Number 12, I want to grow. I want to be better. You grow. We all grow. We're made to grow. You either evolve or disappear. That's deep. Is it a crime to fight for what's mine? The only thing that comes to a sleeping man is dreams. It's funny when it rains, it pours. They got money for wars, but they can't feed the poor. I don't see myself being special. I just see myself having more responsibilities than the next man. People look at me, or people look to me to do things for them, to answer. That one didn't come out right, but we're going to move on to the next one. I think it didn't come out right. Shit. I am a natural born leader. I know how to bow down to authority if I respect that authority. All right, my brother. There's nobody in the business strong enough to scare me. It is a struggle for every black man. You know how it is. Only God can judge us. Let the Lord judge the criminals. With all my fans, I got family again. I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. I just don't know how to deal with so many people giving me that much attention. I never had that in my life before. If you believe in God, believe in Death Row East. We're all gonna die. We bleed from similar veins. I'll probably be punished for hard living. What I learned in jail is that I can't change. I can't live a different lifestyle than this is. This is it. This is the life that they gave, and this is the life that I made. In my mind, I am a blind man doing time. If I win and get the money, then the Oakland Police Department is going to buy a boys' home, my house, my family's house, and a Stop Police Brutality Center. That's when he was suing them. Somebody help me. Tell me where to go from here, 'cause even thugs cry. But do the Lord care? Dre was one of my heroes in the music industry. If he's not down for his homeboys, I don't want to be a part of him or around him. Because he's just saying, Dre was just straight up. I am society's child. This is how they made me, and now I'm saying what's on my mind, and they don't want that. This is what you made me, America. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it ain't that easy. And that's my Tupac isms. And I hope he was isming in your ear.
Well, the child definitely had a lot to say, that's for sure.
He did have a lot to say. He had a lot to say, but you know.
And I'm glad that when he did have to say it, that he used the microphone to give us to people for them to know that he's just not some thug rapper. Because media always try to purport him to be this thug rapper who had no class and stayed in trouble. But they do that sometimes. Well, a lot of times I take that back. But he was, I wasn't into rapping at the time, the rap artist at the time. When rapping was like the thing to do, I was doing something else. But I knew about him. I heard a few of his pieces, and I really didn't learn anything about him actually until after he passed away. Well, he became this urban legend because people kept saying, he's not dead, he's not dead.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The thing about Tupac is, and we're going to wrap this up because we only got just so much time. But the thing that I love about Tupac is that Tupac was a leader. And one of the things is even though he was rapping, he was saying some heavy stuff that people really needed to hear. He was like a prophet, prophesying to his people, so to speak. I'm not putting him on no kind of platform. I'm just telling you how Tupac was. And if you listen to his lyrics, you just sit down and listen to his lyrics, you will get that the boy just wasn't popping off and being rude and obnoxious and cussing and all that. He really had something to say. He really had something to say. And that's the problem with people listening to rap. They listening to the gibberish, but they're not listening to what the people is actually saying. You're into the music and all of that, and you catch bits and pieces, but you don't catch the whole story. Check out the whole story before you make any kind of judgment about rappers, because they came up hard. Life was hard for them. So, but Tupac is someone to be proud of as an American and as a Black American. So I just wanted to give him some props this evening. So Joe, you got two more people. What you want to do, baby? You want to tell us about them?
Yeah, well, it's not just one more person, but this was an exploration about Black history. Fact. Of the estimated 35,000 cowboys that worked the ranches and rode the trails of the American Western frontier, between 5,000 to 9,000 or more were Black. And they participated in most all of the drives northward and were assigned every job except that of a trail ball.
Oh. Well, that sound like football. You know, for a long time there wasn't no black quarterbacks because they felt that, you know, we didn't have the brains for it, but yet we had the brains to be splattered all over the field.
I don't think they believe that and you don't think they believe we didn't have the brains for it. I think that they were just still exerting their superiority over us, and that was the only way that they could do it.
No, I think it was they didn't think we had the brains for it because when they finally put a black quarterback in play and they started making all this money and started winning all these doggone games, then they got some smarts and started putting more black folks in place. But the whole thing was because, wait a minute, let me finish, because one of the sportscasters came out, and I can't think of who he was, but he wound up getting fired. Now, I know all you sports people out there know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of his name. He came out and voiced his opinion and said that we were ignorant and we didn't know how to lead and all of that kind of craziness. And then when they finally put a black quarterback in play, all of a sudden now they winning games, they winning championships and whatever. And now they got more black quarterbacks than what they ever had now. So that just tells you that, you know, they understand that those brains translated into dollars and into power for them. Because before then, they weren't utilizing the talents, the full talents that these brothers brought to the field. You know, and that's just football. That's how football was. So, but anyways, listen, guys, you're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show. I'm KT. This is my co-host, Miss Johanna Bright.
Mm-hmm.
And you're listening to Black History Wednesday. Joe, you got something new you want to tell the people about, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You can now go to my website at Mama Yaya, that's MOMMAYAYA.wixsite, WIXSITE.com/website, and purchase your very own tracks of my poetry right from my website. They cost 99 cents each, and if you get them all, you can fill your playlist up with your favorite pieces of poetry from my resume, excerpts from my resume, the journals of Joe Wright, Mama Said, and poetry songs. That's at mamayaya.wixsite.com/website.
And you can also go to the Jamaica Funk Show, www.jamaicafunkshow, and access a link to Johanna Bright's poetry and her website. Right. Yes, you can.
Yeah. So if you like love songs, you can go there tonight and just click on the link on JamaicaFunkShow.com, and you can go straight to the page, and you can purchase love songs tonight and play it again and again.
Okay. Shut up. So listen, guys, it has been a blast. We have enjoyed you being here. We hope that we've given you something that was educational. We told you some things that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you did know, but was happy to hear it. We thank you for sticking around and hanging out with us. And we also appreciate you coming back to listen to us again tomorrow at 8:15. Also, we will be simulcasting on Facebook on Jamaica Funk Show with KT live on Facebook, so you can check us out visually as well as listen to us here on Spreaker. So until then, we thank you for being with us tonight, because we know that without you, there is no us. And so because of that, we appreciate you being here and spending time with us. So like I said, come on back tomorrow. We'll be looking forward to you. And with that, we're going to bid you a pleasant good night. And I'm going to let you go out with some sweet, sweet reggae music. So sit back, relax, and grab that last piece of jerk chicken and whatever it is that you're eating and drinking once again. And let's say good night. God bless you. Well, Irie.
Yeah, been sitting here, baby. I've been waiting on you, baby. I've been keeping my cool, taking it smooth, watching all the guys manufacturing lies. Now I know it's time to break away from the crowd. You and me ought to be alone, far away from the loud, where our voices are the only sound. Oh, could you be that person? Yeah, be that person I'd wanna be with, I'd give my last for. Hey, will you be that person? Be that person. Please make it happen. Give me profile once again. Break away, one and one. The introduction to a part of me that's little known. You'll fit just right in my humble home. No restriction, you'll be free to do. I'm giving me to you. So could you be that person? Yeah, be the person I'd wanna be with, I'd give my last for. Yeah, will you be that person? Yeah, be that person. Oh, you can make it happen. Give me profile once again. As far as I'm concerned, I've waited long, now it's my turn. Oh, what a waiting game. Are you relating? Now will you be that person? Yeah, be that person. Make it happen. Give me profile once again. Break away from the crowd. You and me ought to be alone. Far away from the light.